iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso.
Pursuant to Proclamation Number 469 declaring the month of April every year as Buwan ng Kalutong Pilipino or Filipino Food Month, the Department of Agriculture and the National Commission for the Culture and the Arts were tasked to lead the celebration. Culinary tradition is recognized as part of our cultural heritage that highlight a nation's character and foster national pride and sense of belongingness. Thus, the celebration guarantees that our vast culinary tradition and treasures are appreciated, preserved, and promoted to ensure the transmission to the future generations. The month-long celebration also supports various industries, farmers and agri-communities across the country, especially that food security remains a vital concern in this time of pandemic. To officially open the DA Filipino Food Month celebration and convey his message of support to this undertaking, let us all welcome the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, Secretary William Manuelidar.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. In April 2018, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte declared April as Filipino Food Month to celebrate and promote the dishes that make our traditions and shape our identity as Filipinos. Moreover, the month-long celebration also aims to give thanks to the various heroes who helped make food available and accessible to the Filipinos. For this year's Filipino Food Month celebration, we at the Department of Agriculture enjoin you to take a moment to reflect on the contributions of our farmers and fishers for their food security contributions and their roles as frontliners during the pandemic. Likewise, we commit to work hard and find more ways to ease the plight of the sectoral community, which remains to be the most vulnerable in the country. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, farmers and fisher folks in 2018 posted the highest poverty incidence at 31.6% and 36.9% respectively. But of course, this has been going down in due time. With COVID-19 driving income shortfalls and pushing food security tensions at its peak, their conditions could have worsened. To caution the pandemic's impact, we immediately delivered social welfare and livelihood assistance to our farmers while ensuring adequate food for all. With the amplified implementation of the Plant program, which is the umbrella program of the Department of Agriculture, not only for crops, but also for livestock and poultry and for fisheries and aquaculture. We were able to promptly deliver quality seeds, fertilizers, and appropriate technical assistance to various farmers across the country, while also providing social amelioration funds, expanded capital loan assistance, and direct access to consumers, among others. Today, the DA continues to help alleviate the impacts of COVID-19 on our farmers and fishers, but rest assured that we will not lose sight of our long-term vision of a modernized and industrialized agriculture, which can also surely raise the incomes and quality of life of farmers and fishers. We therefore activated our One DA agenda at the start of 2021 to remind all agricultural stakeholders of our vision of fostering a new thinking in agriculture and enjoin them to work with us toward this goal. It is composed of 12 specific sub-goals, namely on farm clustering, province-led agri-fishery extension systems, agri-industrial business corridors, infrastructure investments, support for farm activities, post-farm activities, digital agriculture, climate change adaptation and mitigation, greater mobilization, export development and promotion, greater food safety measures and regulations. 11 is ease of doing business, and the last is strategic communication support. This transformation of Philippine agriculture will not only lead to the prosperity of our farmers and fishers, but more importantly, mark the first step towards our transition to a high-income Philippines, as all high-income economies seen their agri-food systems undertake drastic transformations. With all the vulnerabilities on our agri-food systems, which this COVID-19 has exposed, let this pandemic serve as a lesson to us all. Let us take this crisis as an opportunity to transform agriculture with greater resiliency, competitiveness, and inclusivity for our food systems and our farmers and fishers who feed us even in times of need. Maraming salamat at isang makabuluhan at masaganang Filipino Food Month sa ating lahat. God bless us all.
Thank you, Secretary Dar. Filipino food is truly vital in ensuring the country's significance in the culinary industry and attribute to the abundance of various agricultural commodities as ingredients to our flavorful Filipino dishes. Food tradition and culture are forms of art that dignify our strong competitiveness in the food industry. As a strong partner in today's celebration, may we call on the Executive Director of the National Commission for Culture in the Arts, Mr. Al Ryan S. Alejandre, to further explain the significance of the Filipino Food Month in the art perspective.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the United Nations had set a goal of ending hunger by 2030. To reach that objective was never going to be easy. Conflict, climate change, and economic downturns all threw obstacles in the path of progress. Now that health and bodily nutrition are deemed more important than ever, it is equally important to highlight another part of our response in this pandemic: our cultural nutrition. Cultural nutrition encompasses a wide sweep of themes. This includes the arts and humanities, social sciences, and biological natural sciences. Filipino food is more than delectable cuisines, savory sauces, and colorful dishes that uniquely blends salty, sweet, and tangy taste. It goes beyond what fills our stomachs. Filipino food is a vital part of our identity. Iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso. It is incorporated into our celebrations and festivals. It is an art, a vehicle that gives us relief and a sense of order, a medicine not only for the body but for the soul. Today, the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or NCCA, joins the Department of Agriculture and the Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement to celebrate Filipino Food Month 2021, highlighting the role of cultural nutrition in the recovery of our nation, while raising awareness and understanding in ending world hunger. Today, let our artistic expressions through our music, poetry, dance, film, and other manifestations of our culture go hand in hand with greater health, economic development, and food security among Filipinos. The NCCA, the de facto Ministry of Culture in the country, extends its congratulations to its fervent partners, the Department of Agriculture and the Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement. I hope our netizens will join these exciting programs, enjoy the bounty of our food cultures, and continue to be part of our fight against hunger all year round. Muli, maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang Kalutong Filipino!
Thank you, Sir Alejandre. This celebration would not be possible without the strong support and partnership from the private sector and groups with the same goal of preserving the Filipino food culture and the genuine Filipino dishes. One of them is the Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement, or the PCHM, which from the very beginning is a solid partner both of DA and NCCA in this initiative. Allow me to welcome Chef Jam Melchor, founder of PCHM, to expound more on the relevance of Philippine culinary in this celebration.
We are often grouped based on our generation. There's the traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation X, Y, and Z. However, all of these generations belong to the foodie generation. We all love food so much that our most important question of the day would be, what's for breakfast? Food is always at top of the mind for us. But have we ever thought about, will there be enough food to love in the future? Agriculture is the art and science that makes it possible for us to have food, which has always been with us. This is more so in the Philippines as an agricultural country. At present, the Philippine agriculture and its workers face the challenges of this pandemic apart from climate change, apathy in agricultural issues, declining age of young farmers, lack of agricultural profitability, food waste, among many other issues. All of us need to help our agricultural sector cope with these problems. Knowing the current state of our food and agriculture will empower us to become more supportive and proactive about how we can contribute solutions in our own ways. Let's be woke and contribute solutions in any way we can. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to promote food security while protecting our planet. Instead, a range of techniques and technologies need to be integrated and adapted with the agriculture and environmental communities, setting an example by coming together around sustainable agriculture. May we use Filipino Food Month as a tool to revitalize and secure a sustainable future for our food and agriculture and to help feed a hungry planet. Maraming salamat po at magandang araw sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Chef Jam Melchor, for the strong partnership. And now, to give us an idea of the highlights of this celebration, allow me to welcome Undersecretary Evelyn G. Lavinia, the co-chairperson of the DAFFM National Steering Committee.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to extend our appreciation to our partners, the National Commission for Culture and Arts, the Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement, the Department of Tourism, Department of Agriculture, bureaus and attached agencies, Department of Agriculture Regional Field Offices, for joining us in this year's celebration despite the global pandemic. Today marks a milestone as we celebrate the Filipino Food Month 2021 virtually. But we at the Department of Agriculture grab this opportunity to celebrate and promote the culinary traditions through the conduct of the Department of Agriculture Filipino Food Month webinar series in partnership with the Agricultural Training Institute. This initiative will be conducted for the whole month of April to showcase the known dishes and delicacies all over the country. Moreover, indigenous ingredients from all the regions in the country will be used in these dishes to increase awareness of their existence, culinary uses, and other interesting facts. Apart from this webinar series, a retail selling and product promotion will be conducted in various locations, both in the national and regional areas, following the strict health protocols. This is in partnership with Robinson Mall and Mega World Corporation to stage the locally sourced and community market, Akadiwa ni Ani at Kita, selling events that will feature local dishes, food, and food products of various agripreneurs and local merchants. This is also a marketing initiative that seeks to assist small farmers and producers not only to promote their produce, but also to help them develop into entrepreneurs. As emphasized by Secretary William Dar, the department must go back to its primary mandate, as mandated by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, which is to provide available, nutritious, and affordable food for the people. We envision a more competitive and sustainable agriculture and fishery sector, which is supported by a robust agribusiness scene that patronize local products. To provide you with a glimpse of the department's initiative and preparation for this year's Filipino Food Month, allow me to present this audiovisual presentation. Once again, thank you, and let us enjoy the celebration of the Filipino Food Month for 2021.
Tara na! Kain na! Ito ang masasayang salita na karaniwan nating maririnig sa hapag ng isang pamilyang Pilipino. Isang ekspresyon na nagpapahiwatig ng pag-anyaya na magsalo-salo at tikman ang nakahandang pagkain Pilipino sa ating mga hapag. Kaugnay ng tema ng pagdiriwang ng Buwan ng Kalutong Pilipino or Filipino Food Month ngayong taon na iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso, malugon na inihahatid ng kagawaran ng pagsasaka, kaagapay ang buong puwersa ng Agricultural Training Institute, ang webinar series na magpapakita sa atin ng iba't ibang lutong Pilipino. Halina tikman at lasapin ang sarap at linamnam ng bawat lutong Pilipino, handog ng bawat rehiyon ng ating bansa. Let's start with pinunag ng mga taga-Cordillera Administrative Region. Pinunag is a meat-based sausage from the Cordillera Administrative Region, also referred to as punag, pinunog, and many other names, depending on the locality where it is produced and the version which the locality has been used to. The pinuneg can be cooked immediately after it was prepared and can also be preserved through sun-drying or smoking. Most often, the pinuneg is boiled as is, then sliced and served, or it can be also added to vegetable recipes. Pinuneg is rich in protein but should be taken in moderation. Kilala naman ng Ilocos Region or Region 1 sa kanilang puto kalasaw at tupig. Ang puto ay isang uri ng maliit na rice cake mula sa semi-glutinous rice fermented in earthen jar na may variety ng kulay na naaayon sa iba't ibang flavor tulad ng ube, pandan, mangga, saging, strawberry, and cheese. Ang tupig naman ay isa ring special rice cake na gawa sa buko na mayaman sa fiber. Ang iba pang sangkap ay malagkit rice, margarine, at asukal na binalot sa dahon ng saging at iniluluto sa uling. Hindi lamang sa probinsya ng Pangasinan matatagpuan ang tupig, kundi pati na rin sa iba't ibang panig ng rehiyon. Hindi rin naman magpapahuli ang mga taga Cagayan Valley or Rehiyon 2. Pambato naman nila ang pansit patil patong at pansit kabagan. Pansit patil patong is made of fresh egg noodles loaded with sauteed ground cara beef, vegetables, and mung bean sprout, topped with poached egg and served with special egg drop soup. It is the go-to meal for locals and tourists in Tuguegarao City and nearby towns like Peña Blanca. Meanwhile, Pansit Kabagan, like other noodle dishes, was named after the town where it originated, Kabagan, Isabela. It is locally called as pansi by the Ibanags and is being served in many restaurants, not only in Region 2, but even in Metro Manila. However, for the Ibanags, nothing beats the original pansit that is made of fresh Miki noodles, stir-fried vegetables, and topped with lechon karahay and boiled egg. Kilala naman ang Central Luzon sa yaman ng kanilang pagkain. Kaya itatampok din natin ang lutong manyaman, burong Kapampangan for everyone. Pampanga is famous for its buro or fermented rice with freshwater fish or shrimp. If the Koreans have kimchi, the Kapampangans also have their local counterpart, buro or traditional side dish, which is served along other dishes in most Kapampangan households, restaurants, and other neighboring provinces. Samahan niyo kami as we take you on a culinary adventure on how to make buro. Ibibida naman ng mga taga-Calabarzon ang kanilang tapang taal. The usual tapa is made from beef, but tapang taal is made from pork. It is called taal because it originates from Taal, Batangas, and it is the only tapa being sold in the Taal Town Wet Market. When in Taal, tourists and travelers should not miss this locality's best recipe, while enjoying the magnificent view of the lake and volcano. Dagdag pa rito ang mga fruit and vegetable preservation techniques that can easily be replicated at home. In this webinar, the production of quality value-added products such as duhat in brine, pickled green pepper, and mango ice cream, among others, will be featured. Bibingkang lalaki is one of the Mimaropa's pride, a delicious and appetizing dessert made from grated cassava, coconut milk, and grated sweetened coconut milk or bukayo as filling. It's simple, affordable, and easy to make recipe without baking. It is best with hot chocolate or coffee. This recipe is popular in Santa Cruz, Marinduque. Ipakikilala naman ng mga taga Bicol region ang kanilang sikat na binamban at kaluko. Binamban is made from ground purple-colored sticky rice known as palagadan and sticky white rice cooked in grated young coconut meat and coconut water. Individually wrapped in aromatic hagikik leaves, binamban is a handy snack served during fiestas and special occasions. Also served as a snack food, kaluko is made from the root crop called bungkokan, mixed with grated coconut meat, which gives the soft and sweet delicacy its satisfyingly milky flavor. Itatampok naman ng Western Visayas ang kanilang pasamit o patikim sa ilan sa mga kilalang putahe sa kanilang lugar. Kabilang dito ang kalabasang puto, ang bulong bibingka, at hinubarang native na manok. Ang kalabasang puto ay native sa Panay Island, lalo na kung marami or may oversupply ng kalabasa sa nasabing isla. Ang pangunahing sangkap naman ng ambulong bibingka ay ukaw, na galing sa ambulong palm na marami sa probinsya ng Aklan. Ubad ng saging or banana trunk naman ang pangunahing sangkap ng hinubarang native na manok. Ito ay mayaman sa growth hormones at mga masustansyang minerals na kailangan ng ating katawan. Ang native na manok ay may unique flavor dahil sa pectin sa kaniyang balat at nagbibigay ito ng mas masarap na lasa. Different ubi products and dishes will be featured also by Central Visayas, just like pork ubi nuggets, an easy to prepare and very affordable yet complete meal. The meat is loaded with protein while ubi is rich in carbohydrates and contains 20 to 22% starch, vitamins A and B, iron and minerals. Vegan ubi cake is an excellent dessert. No eggs and dairy milk, but it's tasty and super moist. On the other hand, Eastern Visayas will highlight the hubhob, or a local delicacy that showcases the use of several prime agricultural commodities of Region 8, such as cassava and coconut. Cooking hubhob is laborious and time-consuming, but in hindsight, it exemplifies the Filipino values of hard work and patience. Truly, the delicious goodness that one gets to taste in the end is something worth the wait. Gasa, or gift in Visayan, will be tackled by the Zamboanga Peninsula or Region 9. From bean to bar, the chocolatier's craft is in itself a present for all who enjoy the artisanal flavors of single-origin cacao beans. Locally sourced from Zamboanga del Sur, these beans are grown and tended by the local farmers in the province. After harvest, these small batch beans are then fermented and sun-dried and processed in their very own factory, located in the municipality of Molave. With pride and joy, these locally sourced and produced chocolate bars are ideal presents in the customary Filipino gift-giving traditions, whether it to be family, friends, or the rest of the world to relish. Binaki and other corn recipes will be featured by the Northern Mindanao or Region 10. Known as the food basket and the pineapple country in northern Mindanao, Bukidnon is blessed with rich agriculture and fresh farm bounty. A popular food item in Bukidnon, which is commonly sold in the market and peddled along the highway for travelers, is the binaki. Binaki is a type of steamed corn cake, also known as sweet corn rolls. They are distinctively wrapped in young corn husks and are popular pasalubong in this side of the region. Seeing the importance of indigenous ingredients, Davao region will showcase adlay or Job steers. Standing tall in the wild, adlay can be easily overlooked due to its grass-like appearance that bears steer-like shaped grains, which become the source of food of many indigenous people, particularly in the province of Davao Occidental, known as the adlay capital of Mindanao. Adlay, as a staple food crop, has a good eating quality. Just like its counterparts, rice and corn, adlay is highly nutritious and as versatile as rice. It is gluten-free and has relatively low glycemic index, making it a good source of dietary fiber. Its grains can be cooked and served steamed, just like rice. Likewise, the grain can be ground into flour and used to make bread and pastries. Its ground grains can be roasted and turned into coffee or further processed and fermented into wine. It can also be made into several other products such as pop adlay, cookies, among others. Indeed, adlay is an all-around food ingredient and a great alternative aside from the usual staple crops that we eat. Let us enjoy the flavor of Sox or the Soxargen region, featuring the Ken Tivoli Royale. They will showcase the traditional cooking of the Tivoli people from Tivoli, South Cotabato. They will show us how they cook onuk na lut and onuk heklapak, or chicken stewed in a bamboo and grilled chicken. Caraga will be showcasing the palagsing and other unao-based delicacies. Unao is the local name of the starch derived from the lumbia tree or sagupong. Butuanons laboriously process this into various delicacies like the palagsing, tumpi, kinabol, and dabaw-dabaw. The palagsing is a glutinous delight shaped like a small log and wrapped in banana leaves. Meanwhile, tumpi is a flat, circular dough heated in high fire and slathered with margarine. On the other hand, kinabol is a lumpy starch cooked in a pan. It became Butuanon's staple food during the war because of its long shelf life. Lastly is the dabaw-dabaw, which is a fried ball mixed with salt, minced onions, and seasoning. It is either consumed as a snack or viand. Similarly, the DA bureaus and attached agencies of the department will also stage different webinars to include meat processing and Itik Pinas of the Bureau of Animal Industry, National Swine and Poultry Research Development Center. The Bureau of Plant Industry will also present the commonly known dish chop suey during the indigenous vegetables. On the other hand, the Bureau of Agriculture and Fisheries Standards will showcase the webinar that will tackle pinakbet and the related standards connected to its primary ingredients. Quiz contest and photo contest will also be conducted. And finally, the ATI Central Office will demonstrate the preparation of Filipino plant-based food products such as creamy mung bean stew, vegetable bulalo stew, plant-based Filipino bola-bola, and vegan longganisa. Yan ang mga dapat abangan sa buong buwan ng Abril sa selebrasyon ng Filipino Food Month. Iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso. Nakakatakam ang bawat pagkaing ating nasaksihan. Tunay ngang marami pa tayong mga lutong Pilipinong dapat tuklasin, pagyamanin, at nararapat lamang na atin itong mahalin at tangkilikin. Isang pagkakataon din ito upang ang ating mga kabataan ay maging mulat sa mga lutong Pilipino at pagkaing Pilipino. Patikim pa lamang ang inyong mga nasaksihan. Narito pa ang mga nakahaing activities ng Department of Agriculture, National Commission for Culture and the Arts at ng Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement para sa buong buwan. Bilang pangwakas, allow me to welcome the Undersecretary for Consumer Affairs and the Chairperson of the DA National Steering Committee of the Filipino Food Month, Yusek Ernesto S. Gonzalez, for his closing message.
Ang buwan ng Abril was declared by our beloved President Duterte bilang buwan ng kalutong Pilipino o Filipino Food Month. Ang Filipino Food Month ay isang paraan upang mas makilala ang ating kultura at mapalalim ang ating pagmamahal sa bayan sa pamamagitan ng iba't ibang lutong Pilipino. Ang selebrasyon ng Filipino Food Month ay isa ring paraan para masuportahan at mapaunlad ang ating mga lokal na producers para may ugnay sila sa mga mamimili. Kaya ang DA, isa sa mga punong ahensya sa pagdiwang nito. Ngayong 2021, ang Department of Agriculture kasama ang Department of Tourism, National Commission for Culture and Arts at Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement ay malugod kayong inimbitahan sa selebrasyon ng Filipino Food Month na may temang iba't ibang luto Pinoy ang puso. Alamin natin ang iba't ibang paraan ng pagluto ng mga kakaiba at nakasanayang pagkaing Pilipino tulad ng pinunig, tupig, pinakbit at pansit. Iilan lamang yan sa mga mapapanood sa webinar series ng Department of Agriculture. Kaya makilahok tayo sa iba't ibang cooking shows at cooking demos ng ating mga region. Bagamat ang ating pagdiriwang ay magkaroon ng mga pagsubok dulot ng COVID-19, hindi po matitigil ang ating selebrasyon ng iba't ibang luto ng Pinoy at ang puso. Marami pong salamat at magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Muli nasaksihan natin ang DA Virtual Opening Program for the celebration of Filipino Food Month. Kaya naman, tara na, tikman at lasapin ang pagkain sariling atin. Iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso.
Iba't ibang luto, Pinoy ang puso.